Good morning, my name is Sylvie and I am a ministry assistant at the Center for Spirituality and Social Justice. What do we keep from today's readings? For me, it's the promise of God, which can be summarized in one word, rise. In the first reading, Lord God promised us that, O my people, I will open your graves and have you rise from them. And then, in the Gospel, Jesus said to Martha, I will rise your brother. What does Jesus promise us? Does Jesus promise us to rise indeed? The answer can easily be found in the Gospel again. Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of Lord? And this inspires me a song in French which has the exact same meaning. Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? Je te dis que si tu crois, tu verras. Tu verras la gloire de Dieu. 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 Tu verras la gloire de Dieu.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a ministry assistant at the Center for Spirituality and Social Justice, and I'm here to just share a short reflection on the readings for today. So in the Gospel, we are shown Jesus as he is fully human. We often forget about his humanness because of all the miracles and amazing acts that he did, but he is fully human. He has all of our human emotions. And we see that in our gospel because even though he knew what would happen, that he would raise Lazarus from the dead, he wept so wholeheartedly that the Jews even said, see how he loved him. Jesus was deeply troubled by death, and that's not surprising because, God didn't intend for our bodies to die. He didn't intend for our souls to be ripped from our bodies upon death. That was all a cause of original sin. And so that's why we have this idea of like the kingdom of heaven. So our souls can be reunited with our bodies once the kingdom of heaven is fulfilled. And we see this also in the second reading when it says, although the body is dead because of sin, the spirit is alive because of righteousness. We are made flesh and spirit. What happens on the outside affects the inside, and what happens on the inside affects the outside. So a fear of death is very natural, and the sorrow that accompanies it is something that is very familiar to us. And is also familiar to God as well. He knows on a very deep level what it means to feel sorrow because of death. And a great lesson that we learn from this gospel is what it means to have good faith in the midst of sorrow. And we see that through Martha and Mary. And it kind of appears at the beginning that they're very angry with Jesus. And when they say, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died. And that's a very natural response for us. But theirs isn't a complaint. It's an act, and it's their way of showing their faith in him, that they believe that he truly is God. And at the end, we learn why Jesus waited to save Lazarus. Because every miracle that he did was intentional. It had a bigger purpose. It pointed to something greater. And so this act of bringing the dead to life, of bringing his awesome friend Lazarus back to life is a foreshadowing. Like in the first reading, how one day we will be reunited with our bodies. Our souls will be reunited with our bodies. So something that I would ask you then is, do you have the faith of Mary and Martha when you're in times of trouble? Especially nowadays when there's so much sorrow and pain and grief happening. Do you still have your faith? Can you still build on your faith in God and believe in God in the midst of your sorrow?